All right, I'm gonna do something I've never done before. I've been to this property before on Morton. I own this house, 0% seller finance. I own that house, 0% seller finance, all in the same purchase. Very cool. I also own that car, subject to. Man, if you don't know that I'm the king of creative finance by now, holy moly. But today, I'm doing something different. I'm gonna take you on a journey of what I go through when I come and stop by my properties. I'm gonna show you what I tell my team, things that frustrate me, things that are on my mind, and how I communicate with my team. So let me catch you up to where we currently are. There's episode 1 of this real deal, which is the 2 houses I bought, 0% seller finance. I've gone through, I've done some walkthroughs, and now we're about halfway through the renovation. And I'm just Saturday morning. I just had breakfast with Dean Graziosi, by the way. Just wrapped up with him, feeling motivated, and I decided to get out to the property and take a look at what's going on because the property is supposed to be rented out to a sober living facility by September 15th, so about 2 weeks. So I just want to make sure it's all good, maybe do a little YouTube video for you guys, giving you an update on what the progress looks like, etc. Now, in my absence, I travel around the country, I talk on stages, I'm on a TV show, I have a mentorship program, I've got a wife, also own 4 businesses like startvirtual.com, complete title and escrow, creative funding, and I own a couple of other things as well. So I'm busy. And so I have a team like Molly and Heidi and other people that manage these things for me. And basically I make a decision and then I disconnect and I move on to the next deal. My job is to bring in the deals. Their job is to manage them. So today I'm going to make a video for Molly and Heidi, and I'm going to make this the video on how to show your property managers or other people what they're missing, what should have gotten done, what's on your mind. The first thing on my mind is that my original budget for this house to get it up and operational for an we're not doing assisted living, we're doing sober living. So my first thought is I want to turn these 2 properties into sober living because they don't cash flow without sober living. The payment to my seller is actually pretty high. Even though it's 0% seller finance, the seller wants me to pay them $3,500 a month, which actually works out. It's fine because I can rent these out to a sober living facility for $5,000 a month, and I can essentially have $1,500 a month in gross cash flow. I want to get these properties ready for a sober living facility, and if they're not done right, or if I spend too much money, then I got a problem. I pulled up to the property today, and there's a handful of things I'm not happy about or I'm questioning, and I'm going to show you exactly what those are in this next part. All right, Molly, Heidi, this is for you. I want to go through what my thoughts are on the property. I know the exit strategy is a sober living facility, so we don't need these houses to be like top notch or anything like that. They just need to be good, clean, working order, all of that stuff. So a budget of $36,000 in my mind is very high for these houses, considering the fact that we have both new ACs, both new roofs, exterior stucco and paint looks fine. No landscape needs to be really done. In fact, most of the hardware, even though it's very outdated, is perfectly fine. So if you were going to tell me what do you think the budget's going to end up being, I'd say 20 grand maybe. Probably more like 15 grand, and I'll tell you why as I walk through this property. I feel like we're being either robbed or somebody's playing a joke on me that $36,000 ended up being the budget. We didn't replace hardware, didn't replace door handles. The touch-ups in here are very apparent. You can see them. The flooring is fine for maybe a $20,000 remodel, but I don't know what the heck. This is not expensive stuff. This is stick, like peel down and stick. You can see the touch-ups are done poorly. Nothing here, no paint, no hardware, no really anything in this room. So really nothing in here except for the flooring got done. Faucets, really cheap faucets got done, nothing else. Cheap, not done. Nothing in here has been done. Like literally no work's been done. No work in here has been done either. The only thing of work that has been done in here is they didn't replace the countertops. These are old. We got new appliances, which we had to buy, I believe, outside of our budget, which makes this even worse. The cabinets were painted. They have their own problems. And we got a new sink and faucet, I believe. But we've got just disgusting Formica right there, whatever. So I look at this property and I see how bad the touch-ups are. I see that we replaced a few. Like this was gross before, so they cleaned that up. I asked for a new toilet. There's no new toilet. There is mold all on that. So nothing else got done in here. The touch-ups in here are just horrible or not done. Blinds are broken and disgusting. And then in the rest of the house, we didn't spend really any money besides the flooring. And as you can see, the touch-ups here are really, really bad. I don't know why we didn't just paint the whole house. People that think touch-up saves money are not really that experienced, in my opinion. You could have painted the whole house with a sprayer, semi-gloss white, Walls, baseboards, ceilings, all in one day, one guy. And if somebody needs to learn how to do that, I will show you how to do it. It's easy, okay? In fact, I almost want to do a YouTube video on how to paint a whole house in one day with one guy. And you'll be like, holy crap, he freaking did it. In fact, I might do that tomorrow. I might go get a paint sprayer, plastic, tape everything off and spray the whole house semi-gloss white and show you what it actually costs. And then people go, oh my gosh, this is crazy. You send one guy over here, you can make so much money just painting the interior of a house semi-gloss white. In fact, I seriously might consider doing that. Again, let's go through that house as I'm walking into this other one. Flooring, couple of hardware, painted cabinets. I paid for the appliances. That's not even $10,000, right? Can we agree that that's not even 10 grand? The flooring material is probably a couple grand, maybe. Labor, literally, I don't even think we could have spent 10 grand in there. Here I am in the second house. Doors the same, hardware is the same, ceiling fans are old, touch-ups are just stupid and waste of time. I don't even know why anybody does touch-ups. Just paint the house semi-gloss white. It takes one guy, one day. It's that simple. These are my cabinets. This is a cheap top that somebody did a horrible job on the seam here. There's a company called Mesa Fully Formed that would have made this entire countertop for like $600. Instead, they went to like Home Depot or Lowe's and they got a top that doesn't actually go to the top. So there's a seam in the Formica, which is silly. These appliances were already here, so that's not part of the budget. Don't have a new fridge. And now I have flooring and I have outlets. Both houses have outlets. Faucet, 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 old toilet, actually broken toilet. Again, I walk through this property. Let's go through here. Okay, great. They did a little bit of touch up there. Awesome. Broken ceiling fans. Instead of getting a nice door handle, so this tells me that they're not going to switch out any of the other door handles. They just don't like that one, so they bought a cheap one. Then I look at this and it's like, well, if I told you to replace the outlets, why didn't we fix this or replace this or cap this or whatever? That's completely useless. So I go through the property on both houses and I show you what's now been done. And I think maybe if somebody was making a really good amount of money, I think with labor, material, and profit, this is a $20,000 job. Maybe, probably closer to 15, especially considering I'm paying for the appliances outside of that. So let's say it's 15 grand. My question is, where's the other $21,000 being spent? What am I missing? Even if we added paint on both houses, that'd probably be 5,000 bucks with profit. If I painted this house tomorrow, this one house, I could paint this in one day myself. So if I painted this house one day myself, probably cost me $1,000 in material and maybe a helper. Not even, I'd probably do this for $600 myself. $600 for the other house, it's $1,200 in material, and I make $3,500 or $3,800 in profit between 2 days. Like there's so much money in 5 grand of painting these houses both semi-gloss. So my question is, where's the other $15,000 being spent? Here's the interesting thing. I'm okay with actually the quality of the house in the as-is condition. I'm okay with the poor touch-up job. I'm okay with the old and outdated hardware. What I'm not okay with is $36,000. That's the crazy part of this. So my suggestion is we grind somebody on the price, or we figure out what's going on, or maybe I need to get educated on the fact that prices have quadrupled in 3 days and I don't maybe recognize what's going on here. So I'm gonna send this video to you guys in Slack, and I'm just hoping somebody can educate me and tell me what's going on, because this is highway robbery in my personal opinion. So thank you. Okay, so hopefully that's helpful for you. I know this is a little bit interesting. It's different than what I normally do, but it's behind the scenes of what I would actually send to my team. That's a real video that I will really send to the team, walking through and understanding what things cost and what I'm getting. I'm perfectly okay spending $15,000 on the work that's been completed so far. The flooring, some of the little repairs here and there, they obviously skimped and saved. They didn't do any landscape really. There's no big items. I'm okay with actually the quality of the house in the as-is condition to go rent it out to a sober living facility. But what I'm not okay with is spending $36,000. So I'll do a part 3 video of this and kind of break down the numbers for you. Please make a comment down below if this was helpful for you and if you guys want me to do more content just like this in the future. Thank you.